Superintendent of the Valley Academy is here, Bob Weir, in studio to talk about everything that you guys do. So thank you for coming in today.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
So first off, what is VACT? I think maybe people might recognize that term, VACT, for, again, Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education. What is it, and how long has it been around?
Well, it's been around about 14 years. It's a joint technical education district that the state started up when the funding for education was getting lower. Sports, career tech, art, all those programs are starting to get cut. So the state created this to try to give extra funding in order to continue to keep these programs.
And how long has the academy itself been around?
It started in 2000. The first class rolled out in 2001. Mostly the money's been used and the guidance has been used at the 3 schools in the Verde Valley, Sedona, Mingus, and Camp Verde High School, and it services kids 9 through 12. About 6 years ago, they took away the funding for 9th graders, which was pretty detrimental to all 3 schools. So since then, we get funding for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students.
Okay. And when we get into the show a little bit later, we'll talk about kind of the partnership with the local schools. But first off, tell us about your background, your superintendent. How long have you been with Valley Academy, and kind of tell us what you were doing before that.
Well, I started Valley Academy this last July, so it's my first full year going on there, working on it. Before that, I've been in the Verde Valley for 25 years. I was at Camp Verde High School. I taught graphic design, mathematics. Became the teacher and CTE director for 14 years. And then recently, the last 7, I've been the principal along with career technical education director and wrestling coach for several years there. And it's a great opportunity. Camp Verde's was very interested when this position opened up and trying to move me over here for the positives to grow this program and to continue what we can do as a Verde Valley in the career tech field.
I've heard you in the past talking about rebranding Valley Academy and kind of just where you're going forward. It seems like there's so much going on, so many great things going on with the Academy. What do you mean by that, and kind of where are you headed in the future?
Well, Valley Academy was started, a lot of people have been there for several years, and it was more satellite, what means we mostly dealt with the 3 schools. Didn't branch into the central programs, which are programs we run, that the 3 schools, along with charter schools and homeschool kids, can attend. And this way, instead of having 3 programs, 3 ag programs or 3 auto programs, you can kind of get it down to 1 where you're putting your money into the higher level industrial equipment, and you're giving more opportunity for the 3 kids, 3 schools kids and the local community to go to it. So we're rebranding that, trying to make people understand that we are a local school district, public school district funded by the state of Arizona and tax base. And that, we're trying to just let people know there's an opportunity for skills training here and kids to have a career, not saying they shouldn't go to college, but a career while they're going to college and or after that's rewarding and fairly profitable.
Yeah, I mean, and making money while they're in college too, right? That's a big challenge for a lot of students, is trying to figure out how to help pay for college. As everyone knows, it's expensive, right? And so in order to get just have a job and get some kind of income while you're going to school is something that's really important. But now, so are these students, is it all high school students?
Yes, we, part of our district actually has Clarkdale involved in it, School District, Cottonwood, Oak Creek, Sedona Unified District, Camp Verde Unified District, and Mingus are the 5. We don't really do much with the elementary and middle schools. The state set that up as you can't really fund or do anything with them. But they are voting members. Their towns are. We have board members that come from each of those 5 entities that serve on my school board. And so it's that way. We do a little bit of stuff with our training, career guidance for the younger kids, try to go down there. Right now, our engineering program at Mingus is working with Cottonwood Oak Creek School District at the new school, and also in Oak Creek with their engineering program, and trying to kind of be a liaison between the 2.
Okay. Can you kind of run down the programs that are offered?
Each school has their own career technical education programs, which we oversee. We help make sure they stay in compliance. We help fund their kids that take those above their normal classes, get some funding. We help fund some of those, along with just, provide guidance to them. And then our own central ones, currently we have fire science program and certified nursing program, the CNA. We started this year, since I came in, film and TV with working with Yavapai College, and then we also had a welding last semester, a welding program that was at Mingus High School at night, but ran through Yavapai College. And what we do on those is we pay the tuition, the books, and any testing fees we pay for. So it's basically free education for the student.
It seems like this partnership with the local schools is kind of beneficial for you but also them. It seems like it's taking some of the burden of whether it's financially or just somewhere to hold these programs. Talk about how this is kind of helping both of you out, whether it's Mingus High School or Sedona, Camp Verde. How is that helping them?
Well, it generates naturally. It gives us an opportunity to employ some people that can go out and do some research on some better curriculum and guidance. It also helps generate some extra funding so we can help pay for industry tests. Right now, like in CNA, we pay for those students' testing. At the local site, we help pay for some of the ASE testing. We also help make sure that their teachers can get the instruction to be a certified tester, those kind of things. And then also, we just help fund some of their supplies, some of their teacher salaries, programs that have started since VIAC's been around. We can pay for their teacher salaries. So those are ways. And then also it's a way of keeping money in the Verde Valley. This kid generates a little extra money for the community that we can turn around and put back into it through the training. And as you said, an opportunity for these kids to have careers or a job after high school, regardless if they go to college or not. It's some income that can help them and their family support them through their education.
How long has this been kind of a focus in the Verde Valley? We talk about JTED, and I think a lot of people hear that statewide, nationally, a lot of focus on these, I guess, almost vocational programs. How long has JTED been a focus here in this area?
Like I said, 14 years, but to move toward the idea of the JTED was to help continue this career tech at local schools, but also to create these magnet schools, kind of like mini junior colleges that can do a better job of training the skills at a higher level, and also an opportunity where the money is used, as I guess you would say, is a little more wisely, creating programs that can be elite or higher standard of equipment and skills. And so to me, I think it's been a great opportunity. It was voted in by taxpayers. It is a voter initiative. That's why the state legislation can't just get rid of it. They try to take money away as much as they can every year to save the budget. But the tax base, we are the lowest tax base in the county. I know my house in Camp Verde, I pay a whole sum of $9, but I do pay $9, so I do have a vested interest in what we do, and so does all community members. So I think that's a good thing, is that community members have the right to say what we need. And we have been listening. Part of the new rebranding is going to the community and listening to our local businesses on what skills and trades they need. And our new programs we'll talk about, that's where they've generated from, is from our needs of our community.
How has the response been from students?
Our students, the fire science and the nursing, they've been around for about 6-7 years, but Mingus ran the nursing, Camp Verde ran the fire science. Now we run both of them. The interest has been there. We did a survey, and one of our new programs, construction, was #1 on the survey for all students. It also generates in toward a medical assistant, and we're looking in the future for possibly law enforcement, was a big interest, and a few other ones. Oh,
wow. And as you mentioned, just here locally, I mean, it puts them into a position to make money right away, whether or not they want to go on to further their education at the college level, or just gives them the tools they need to start making money and really helping, I guess, in turn that helps the economy if they stay here locally or wherever they go. So we're going to take a quick break. Again, when we come back, we're talking about the Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education. We'll talk about the programs, some of the new programs that are in the future and being offered at the Academy. A good phone number, 634-7131, and then extension 13 for to reach Mr. Weir here, Superintendent. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Hello, I'm Jen Cohen, host of Verde Valley TV's hit TV show, The Verde Valley Experience. On each episode, we feature local organizations, nonprofits, persons of interest, events, activities, and great local musicians. It's informative, it's entertaining, it's fun. It's the Verde Valley Experience.
Do you ever wonder where your money goes once you've spent it? When you purchase locally, like at this neighborhood coffee shop, the money circles back into your community. The local owner, in turn, hires a local bookkeeper, graphic designer, or web developer when the national chain does not. Supporting locally owned businesses helps the local economy, schools and libraries, and it creates additional jobs for people you know who live and work around you, right in your community.
Hi, I'm Jen Cohen. Join me now through Valentine's Day for our Shop Local First Showcase, presented by Local First Arizona and Verde Valley TV. On this program, we'll showcase various local businesses that can help you with your Valentine's Day planning and gift buying.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
To make a difference, we must stand together. Stand with me. Be drug-free. Supporting our families and listening to our teens.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
We are all one. No one is immune.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Let's stand together for a healthier community.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Welcome back to Countywide. I'm Kyle Benedict, sitting down with Bob Weir. He is Superintendent of the Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education. We're talking about just everything that they do, been around for over a decade. And before the break, you talked about some of the programs that you offer, but could we maybe run down that list again and explain each of those programs?
Yes, I'd love to. Like I said, we've had certified nursing around for several years. The last 2 years we've opened it up. We're actually covering over 40 students. We cover 10 in the morning from 7 to 10 and 10 students in the afternoon from 1 to 4. Big thank you to Verde Valley Medical Center. They are our corporate sponsor. They allow us to have a facility there at the hospital, and also they help us with some of the supplies and things. The Haven in town, our students actually go there and do their practicum. They go work 30 hours at the Haven under guidance of our instructor and their nurses, and then they do 10 hours at the hospital floor. And now that's a 1 semester class, 5 credits of dual enrollment through Yavapai College. And right now we pay for pretty much everything. We are going to add a $50 fee, more of a commitment fee. We pay for all the TB tests, the uniforms, the testing. We're about $800 into each kid just in fees that we cover. And they come out possibly being able to opportunity to pass the state CNA test. So that's a great program.
Wow. And you said it was 5 weeks?
No, it's a whole semester.
It's a whole semester. It's an
yes,
entire
whole semester.
Okay.
It's 5 credit hours for Yavapai College, which can lead toward their RN and their LN.
Okay.
A lot of our kids in the community, you'll see them inside the nursing facilities and also at the hospital. They've come through the CNA program through Mingus, Camp Verde, and Sedona.
Oh, wow. That's great. That's great. And it seems like there's a lot of opportunity for employment outside of that here in the Verde Valley.
Yes, yeah, the nursing's going. Along with that, we're going to start medical assistant. I had several doctor's office employers and employees come to me and say, you know, we can't keep the same one. And I've noticed, you go to the doctor's office, a lot of times you have a different person that walks you back, does your vitals, goes everything, talks to you about what's going on, enters the coding. They can draw blood. And that medical assistant program, we're looking at starting next year in conjunction. You know, in the Verde Valley, Yavapai College is always being said, what else are you doing? Well, Yavapai College has stepped up and they're going to help us with this. It's going to be their program. We will tuition our students in. It'll be a 7 to 10 program in the morning, starting next year. And it'll be at the Clarkdale campus in their nursing facility, and our students will have the opportunity to be in that along with adults. If we can't fill enough class time with our students, then adults will be allowed to be in there and take the class, and they'll walk away with close to 30 credits over 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And certification in phlebotomy. So they can go in and be a phlebotomist right away out of high school, coding, and a medical assistant certification through the state.
Okay. And now for adults, is that going to be like on a tuition?
Yes, it'll be through Yavapai College. You'll enroll just like a regular student through Yavapai. It's just once that we can't fill our number of students, they'll open it up to the public. And it's very successful on the Prescott side under Mountain Institute and Yavapai College, and we're bringing that philosophy over here.
What about fire science?
Fire science, great program. We've ran around about 10 years. We have opened it up to the last schools over the last 4 years, now fully under VACT. We work with Yavapai College. The students leave with 15 college credits. It's a 1 to 4 o'clock program. Right now they come out firefighter 1 and 2 structurally certified as long as they pass the state test, but we pay for that, and hazmat. So all they really lack to be a structural firefighter is EMT and paramedic. And we just recently in Camp Verde had a student that went through our program, got hired on and making over $40,000 a year. And he's just right around 22, 23 years old.
Man, so I mean, you're getting a lot of the training done before you even graduate high school.
Yes, and a lot of our students, our program was real strong there for a long time and still is in the wildland fire. We have several students that have done that. One, he's been in there for now going on 10 years with the Forest Services full-time through the wildland and came out of our program, and it's been very successful. Our placement rate is in the 75 to 80%. of
Wow.
the students that leave that program will go into some form of firefighting service or on to college to finish it up.
Oh, wow, that's great. What about welding?
Welding is a Mingus program, and we do welding at Camp Verde under the Ag program. Very successful. We've opened it up now with the college, so our kids can leave with certification through the dual enrollment and also through the night college class. They host a class at Mingus High School, taught by Andrew Lamer, a Mingus High School teacher, but he's through the college. And we pay the tuition and the books for our students, and they go there and they get to learn in ARC, MIG, TIG, all that stuff. And that's a couple nights a week.
Wow. And I excuse me, construction. I've heard you talk about construction and how that, I mean, we were talking before the show, construction, it's going to be a while. Robots, it seems like, are popping up over McDonald's is using robots now, but it's going to be a while before a robot makes your house, right? So construction, whether it's remodeling, additions, it seems like that is going to be another one of those careers that are going to be around for a while, and people are going to always need homes. So is that a popular one here in this area?
You know, we're starting. It used to be, Mingus Union High School had a thing called Building Trades, very successful program, but it's been gone for about 6 years. At Camp Verde, about 10 years ago, we had a program that was Building Trades, went around and worked locally with people and dot that. Dennis Sterrett did that one. Dwayne Badger over here did it. So we're bringing that back. It's one that I'm really excited about, one we put a lot of focus in. We've held actually 2 groups of construction subcontractor meetings, and one in Camp Verde, one in Cottonwood, and great input from the community business. We're excited. We're going to try to run 2 full sections next year, 7 to 10 in the morning and a 1 to 4 in the afternoon. It'll probably be housed in the Cottonwood area. We will be a program where students from Mingus, Sedona, Camp Verde, any of the charter schools in town, also homeschool can come to it. And it's just exciting to have. They'll learn masonry, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, from the framing, the drywall to roofing, and surveying on the side a little bit. So one of our goals is to maybe produce a tiny house. That, or we've also been looking into the sheds, the portable sheds. Everybody does those, but we're looking at a portable shed with a little more beefed up insulation and making maybe a little summer home in it. Are opportunities for cabins that we'd be able to market. And, you know, if we sell, great, make a little bit of money to help bring back to the program to buy more equipment, or if we just break even, but the skills that the kids will learn, I believe, will be tremendous. And the tiny houses, as you know, Camp Verde, Seberchoa and Camp Verde and them have been really promoting and helping us with that, the town of Camp Verde, and I'm pretty excited. There's an Eco Learning here in town that is doing those, and we're going to maybe look at some partnerships with them in the next few weeks.
What about teachers, professors? Do a lot of them come from here locally in the Verde Valley? And I imagine they come from a background, of course, in this whatever.
A lot of our
program
teachers that we've had recently in career tech have come from the industry world. They've been working in construction or medical area for quite a few years, kind of want to change a pace, so they get through the state certification in career tech. And a lot of them have been very, very successful. You know, they never taught, but they have the background skill and they have a passion for kids, and that's the key. We're currently got the job open. We're going to close it on the 10th. We have right now 3 applicants, and a 4th one I understand is coming in for our construction program. So pretty excited to get that off the ground. Hopefully we can get 40 students, 20 a class, and it'll be successful for next year.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. A lot going on, and kind of in the future, where do you see other programs being added, or what's kind of in the works there?
Well, we're starting culinary art with Yavapai College up at the Sedona Art Center. They're building a new culinary art lab. Sedona and Mingus students and any charter or homeschool kids will have an opportunity to go there. Camp Verde kids can, but they have their own culinary art program at this time. So we're excited for that one. And then in the future, we're looking at increasing, possibly going into the heating and cooling, the HVAC program, possibly a night program, and that would be where adults and students would go. And we would be able to fund the students through the state funding, and the adults would be a tuition basis. Possibly future college credit, working with Yavapai, but we're looking at doing that maybe in the fall, but that's under works.
Okay, great. For more information on any of these programs, you can call 634-7131, extension 13, for more information about Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education. We're going to take another break, back in a couple minutes.
Hello, I'm Jen Cohen, host of Verde Valley TV's hit TV show, The Verde Valley Experience. On each episode, we feature local organizations, nonprofits, persons of interest, events, activities, and great local musicians. It's informative, it's entertaining, it's fun. It's the Verde Valley Experience.
You're gonna take good care of him, right?
Oh, like he was my own dog. Trust me. That's good.
Not my baby!
Sorry.
You don't want your groomer distracted. No one wants you distracted behind the wheel. It only takes 1 second to change your life forever. Distracted driving involves anything that takes your focus off the road.
Hi, I'm Jen Cohen. Join me now through Valentine's Day for our Shop Local First Showcase, presented by Local First Arizona and Verde Valley TV. On this program, we'll showcase various local businesses that can help you with your Valentine's Day planning and gift buying.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
To make a difference, we must stand together. Stand with me. Be drug-free. Supporting our families and listening to our teens.
Stand with me, be drug-free.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
We are all one. No one is immune.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Let's stand together for a healthier community.
Stand with me. Be drug-free.
Welcome back to Countywide. I'm Kyle Benedict, sitting down with Bob Weir, Superintendent of Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education. We're talking about all the programs that are offered, and we wanted to mention film, right? Film is another program?
Yes, Film TV. We started this year a little bit. We have a couple homeschool students in it. They actually go to Yavapai College, and we pay the tuition, and we work with Helen Stevenson. Wonderful relationship, and we're looking at expanding that next year into the animation, the film, the production, the whole bit. They leave with an actual certification in film and possible AVID, an industry certification.
Great. So what about registration? Is that registration underway for people interested?
Big thing right now. We are, the high schools are starting a registration. We're actually going to Sedona today to do a little bit of an assembly and presentation. Mingus is starting. So in order to register these classes, just see your high school counselor. They're open to all public high school students and charter school. If you're a charter school student or a private school or a homeschool, please give us a call at our phone number that you've mentioned a few times, or come by our office. We're located at 830 South Main Street, Suite 2I. It's in the Cottonwood Investment Center across from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And it's just try to get signed up, because what we're doing is basing our number of sections on how many students we have between now and classes start. August 2nd, I believe, is our first day.
Okay, well, that'll show up before you know it. Anything else you guys are looking for out there in the community? Anything else you need?
Just any community support. If there's some businesses out there that would like to, come talk to us about their needs and their wants, we are open to that. We're looking at trying to create some, skills, hands-on programs where the students are in the lab or hands-on 51% of the time or more, and with the book learning and industry certification. So any help businesses can give us in the construction field, medical field, we would love to have that opportunity.
Great, yeah, and the hands-on learning I think is huge. Some people can sit down and listen to a lecture for 2 hours and they love learning that way, but the hands-on aspect, I think, for a lot of people, that seems to be the best way to learn. And as you mentioned, they're going to have the skills and certification for certain programs to go on and start making money and get into that field and start working, regardless if they go on to college or not. So I want to thank you for coming in today. A lot of stuff we covered. Hopefully we touched on everything. But again, Valley Academy for Career and Technology Education registration is underway. Again, I want to thank Superintendent Bob Weir for coming in today. Thank you very much. Again, for more information on registration or just about programs, 634-7131, extension 13. Again, that's Superintendent Bob Weir here in studio talking about VACT. We'll talk and see you next time.